Good morning, guys. Today is December 1st, and this is your daily live lesson for today. We are starting a new story this week. It's called Brothers at Bat, and so we're going to talk about that a little bit, and then we will move on to math. Alright, so our vocabulary words for this week. Littered. If an area is littered with items, those items are scattered all around the area. The field was littered with baseballs everywhere. Rivalry. A rivalry is a competition between teams or people who want to win the same thing. The Texas Rangers versus the Houston Astros are a big baseball rivalry. Disbanded. If a group disbanded, its members no longer work together. Fans were very upset when their favorite team disbanded. Donated. Something that is donated is freely given as a gift to a charity organization or other group. My class donated gently used baseball equipment to Mission Arlington. Generations. Generation is all the people in a family, social group, or country that are about the same age. All the generations in my family love the game of baseball. Soared. If something soared, it flew quickly through the air. Chase hit the ball, and it soared through the air, over the fence, and all the way to the cemetery. So the story this week is a narrative nonfiction. That's the genre. A narrative nonfiction gives factual information by telling a story. So it is a true story. Narrative nonfiction presents events in sequential or chronological order, which means they're in order by year. Narrative nonfiction includes real people, and narrative nonfiction may tell about historical events. So I want you to pause the video here and number on your page or in your journal 1 through 12, and I want you to put these names in ABC order. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and move into math, so make sure that you have your journal with you and a piece of paper because I want you to work through these with me, because this is going to help you with your Canvas lesson today. Okay, so yesterday we talked about odd and even, and we're continuing that lesson today, but we're going to do some odd and even word problems. Okay, is the sum of 402 and 657 even or odd? Okay, so we have the word sum here. And that is a key word for add. So I know I'm adding. And I have the sum of 402 and 647. So we're going to do 647 plus 402 okay. We're adding 7 plus 2. So go ahead and write these numbers down, guys. Pause the video. Write the numbers down. Add them up and press play when you're ready to see the answer. 7 plus 2 is 9. 4 plus 0 is 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. So you have 1,049. Okay, so now we need to talk about the sum. So that's our answer. Is this number even or odd? So if you remember, we always know if a number is even or odd by the digit in the ones place. We're going to draw our even and odd chart. Remember, every time you have an even or odd question, you need to draw your even and odd chart. And it's always easiest if you start with even and go to odd, and you're going to count up each time. So we're going to start with 0, 0, 1. Go ahead and do this with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so the digit in the ones place is a 9, so we're going to go over here. Here's 9, which means that this number is odd. Okay? Let's do the next one. Is the difference of 403 and 186 even or odd? So we have the word difference. Okay, the word difference, the keyword means subtract. 403, 186. Okay, we're going to use our same even and odd chart. If you do not draw your even and odd chart, go ahead and pause the video now and draw it. And we know we're subtracting. Now, I need to remember that my big number needs to go on top. So 403 minus 186. Okay? I can't do 3 minus 6, so I got to go next door. But there's a 0 here, so I don't have anything to borrow. So remember, we borrow from the 40, because you can't borrow from a 0. You take 1 away from 40, and you get 39. And your 3 turns into a 13. Remember, guys, if you have a 0 in the tens place and you can't borrow from the 0, you got to box the number and borrow from that big number. Okay, 13 minus 6, you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 7. 9 minus 8 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, so my answer here is 217, and we need to decide if that's even or odd. So again, my digit in the ones place is a 7, and 7 is odd. All right, let's do the last question. Which statement about 426 is true? Okay, so again, it's asking even or odd. So again, we're going to look in the ones place. The digit 6 is even. So I know that my number, okay, so it is even because the digit in the hundreds place is even. It is odd because the digit in the ones place is odd. So I know it's not odd, so I can cross that out. The digit in the ones place is even. Okay, so are we looking at the hundreds place or the ones place? We always look at the ones place, so I know my answer is C. Remember, you can cross things out you know are not right. I know that my answer is odd, so I mean even. So I know I can cross out B. So then I'm just looking at the two answer choices that give me the option for my answer being even. All right. Here we go. Is the total of 357 and 202 even or odd? So total, I know I'm adding. 357 plus 202. Seven plus 2 is 9. 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so again, guys, we need our odd and even chart. So go ahead and draw that on your paper. Start with even, and then go odd. Remember, we're going to start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and we always look at the digit in the ones place. We know the number 9 is odd, so the total of 357 and 202 is odd. Okay, what is the difference of 324 and 178? Is it even or odd? So I'm going to stack my numbers, 324. Remember, you should be doing this with me, and pausing the video whenever you need to slow it down a little bit. So pause the video here, write this down. I want you to go ahead and subtract, and then press play when you're ready to check your answer. 4 minus 8, can't do that, so I have to borrow. My 2 becomes a 1. My 4 becomes a 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. 1 minus 7, can't do that, so I got to borrow again. My 3 becomes a 2. My 1 comes over and makes my 1 an 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, so again, we're looking at the digit in the ones place, which is 6. 6 over here is even, so I know the difference of 324 and 178 is even. Which statement about the number 384 is true? Okay, so again, we're going to look at the digit in the ones place. Okay, the number 4 is even, so I know it's even, so I can cross off B. Okay, let's talk about this answer choice at the bottom. It is even because it can be evenly divided. It can be divided by 2 evenly. Okay, so remember the even section in our chart. Okay, the even section counts by 2's. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So that means when a number is even, it can be evenly divided by 2. That means I can always count by 2's and get to my number if it's even. Well, I know, because there's a 4 in the ones place, that it's even. So all even numbers are divisible by 2. Okay, let's look at this. It is even because the digit in the hundreds place is even. The digit in the hundreds place doesn't matter. We always look at the digit in the ones place to determine if a number is even or odd. So I know that's not right either. Okay, so the thing to remember always, even numbers can always be divided by 2. Okay, because you count by 2's on the even numbers. Odd numbers are not divisible by 2. Even numbers are. Alright, we're going to do a little spiraling practice here, so get your pencil and paper. Look at the number sentence below. So 5 times something equals 10 times 4. Okay, so you have this equal sign right here, which means this side of the equal sign needs to equal this side of the equal sign. Okay, so we can solve this side because we have both numbers. 10 times 4. Well, I know 10 times 4 is 40. Okay, so I need this right here to also equal 40. Now, I have multiplication, and when you have a missing number, you need to do the opposite of multiplication. And we know the opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to do 40 divided by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, now count all the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of these have 8. So I know that 5 times 8 is 40. Okay? So same here. Here's my division sign, or my equal sign. Okay? So I need this side of my equation to equal this side of my equation. So 6 times 6. Okay, draw your 6 circles. Put 6 in every circle. When you're done doing that, pause the video and count and see what you get for 6 times 6. Okay, so you should have gotten 36. So if this side of the equation is 36, I need this side of the equation to be 36. Okay? So 27 plus something needs to equal 36. Well, remember over here, we started with multiplication, and if we had a missing number, we do the opposite. Same thing over here. We have addition. So in order to find a missing number, I need to do the opposite. The opposite of addition is subtraction. So I'm going to have 36 minus 27 to find my missing number. So go ahead and stack your numbers. Pause the video here, subtract, see what answer you get. Press play when you're ready. I can't do 6 minus 7, so I'm going to borrow. My 3 turns into a 2. My 6 turns into a 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. 2 minus 2 is 0. So I know my answer is 9. You're going to be doing these today on Canvas, so please make sure you take your time, use your journal to work it out, okay? Remember, you have your equal sign. Find what this side of it equals, because it's going to need to equal that on the other side. Take whichever operation you have, and if you have a missing number, do the opposite to figure out what your missing number is. I want you to do these on your own and see which answer you get, and then go practice on Canvas.